Globally, 3.1 million children die due to poor nutrition every year. 1 in every 6 children in America live in households without consistent access to enough food. That's 13 million children in need across the country. The good news? There are people working to change this. Welcome to Against the Grain, a series presented by Grace Farms Foundation that explores organizations working at the intersection of impact and innovation to fix our food systems. I'm Karen Kariuki, your host and the Foundation's Community Initiative Director. Since opening Grace Farms, we've been providing food relief to our communities. But as food insecurity soared during COVID, we wanted to do more to help. Join us on this hopeful journey in search of solutions to fix our food systems. Feed Project's mission is simple. They create good products that help feed children around the world. It's an impact-driven lifestyle brand with an enduring principle at the heart of what they do, that people's choices of what to buy and where have the power to change the world. Lauren Bush Lauren founded Feed in 2007 after seeing the reality of childhood hunger firsthand while traveling with the World Food Program. Having served as a student ambassador, she then wanted to start a business that would raise money to feed hungry children around the world. To date, Feed has provided over 107 million meals to hungry children. At Feed, Lauren designs and sells bags, purses, diaper bags, backpacks, and accessories, with profits funding meals served to children in need. She created the first Feed bag as a tangible way for her peers to get involved. I met Sarah Nessier, the CEO of Feed Projects, at their cafe in Brooklyn to discuss how one feed bag started a movement to feed children around the world.
Feed was founded out of Lauren Bush Lauren's work with the United Nations World Food Program. So she was a student ambassador traveling the globe with them, and she witnessed firsthand the effects that childhood hunger have on kids around the world. Her hope was to be able to give back to the United Nations World Food Program, but in a way that maybe would be potentially atypical from becoming a nonprofit. So really what happened was this notion of marrying fashion with purpose. Out of that idea was born our first bag, the Feed One bag. It's our heritage bag, still a bestseller today. This bag in particular helps to feed one child in school for an entire school year.
Feed's initial focus was helping those in need beyond our U.S. borders. But over the decades, and during this pandemic in particular, we've seen the severity of food insecurity and that the issue of hunger and having access to food is not only a global crisis, but a local one as well.
Hunger is a massive issue, one that affects nearly 700 million people around the world. So we wanted to be able to give where that need was most. And over time, we'd also really recognize that there is a crisis here in the United States as well.
Feed's ability to listen and engage with their community, inviting people to vote with their dollars, was really innovative at the time, and still is.
People really wanted to be able to find brands that aligned with their values and to be able to make some type of impact through their purchases. That has somewhat shifted, I would say, into this moment of more activist consumerism. And it is now more important than ever that brands really think about their communities, their bases of consumers, and the issues that matter to them.
One of the ways that Feed has been able to extend their impact and capacity around the world is through partnerships.
The World Food Program has been our longest-standing partner. They're the biggest nonprofit that's focused specifically on hunger and addressing food scarcity. They also focus specifically on providing school meals to kids around the world. A customer is able to purchase a product through us, and then the funds are donated to the World Food Program, who are on the ground, able to get those school meals to kids all over the world where they're needed most.
Take U.S.-based organizations like Feeding America, a partner in Feed's Supper program. People can organize a Feed Supper on their own, raise donations prior, and then come together and share a meal, knowing they've made an impact together.
a grassroots effort and grassroots campaign that was born out of our consumer base to want to be able to do more. It's very easy to host a Feed Supper. You can come to our site, sign up, create a fundraising page, center it around, your weekly brunch, your Thanksgiving meal, your kid's birthday party. That enables you to educate your friends and family in a setting that's comfortable and, of course, that you are all able to sort of feel your impact together.
Over the past 15 years, the Feed brand has evolved from the feed bag to other products to opening a cafe in Brooklyn where people can come for a coffee or a bite to eat and purchase products that make an impact. From connecting over a table to meeting at your cafe, it really speaks to the power of place.
The Feed shop goes to the heart of that. This is the embodiment of who we are. You feel Feed when you walk in. You feel goodness when you walk in. And what we hear time and time again from the community is that they're so happy to be able to have a local place that they can come, grab a coffee, grab a bite to eat, take a look around, purchase one of our products, maybe purchase one of the many products we source from artisans and local makers from across Brooklyn and across the world.
Feed has helped provide over 100 million school meals to children in need around the globe, and they've done it bag by bag.
Hunger is a very daunting issue. It's not one that anyone feels like they can just solve. But how we approach that is with a positive force of good, always optimistically. The idea that really no action is too small. All of those individual small actions ultimately are what incite change. The leading impact metric for us is, of course, the number of school meals that our customers have been able to provide over the years. And you'll see we keep an ever sort of present tally of that figure. In our shop, we have a ticker that ticks up every time somebody makes a purchase. On our site, we have also a running total that's, following you wherever you go, because I think it's really important for people to understand that, even that small action can have a very meaningful impact on a larger movement.
As food insecurity and hunger has soared this year, I wanted to know what gives Sarah hope about the future of addressing global hunger.
I hope that there's a time in the world where global hunger is not as severe as it is today. I mean, we are seeing an unprecedented crisis due to the pandemic. But the idea that, people can take small actions, can come together to make collective change. I think that no action is too small. And that's truly what we believe at Feed.
We have been so inspired to learn about how Feed is focused on making a substantial impact in the world of childhood hunger with a set of innovative products, stories, experiences, and partnerships. Feed invites us all to be part of the story, offering tangible and accessible ways to address global hunger. If this story of innovation and impact inspires you, please share it. The more we educate ourselves about the food systems we rely on and those working to fix them, the more we can come together to find innovative solutions. Thank you for joining us and our efforts to create a more efficient, more equitable, and more just food system.